Hi everyone, I'm the plant propagator and welcome to my channel. It is yet another beautiful day here in Southwest Florida. It is 81 degrees Fahrenheit, which is 26 degrees Celsius. Just a great day, starting to get a little warm here. So yay, the orchids are loving it. What I wanted to do today is share with you the name that has been selected for this orchid. And I want to give you a little background information on this orchid as well. So this is, I didn't mention this before, but I'll say it now. This is from Sunset Valley Orchids, and this is a Fred Clark hybrid. The parents of the plant of this orchid right here are BLC Hawaiian Discovery Fluorescent Orange and BLC Bouton d'Or Cherokee. So I asked you for some name suggestions for this plant because it was as yet unnamed, and I got a great response. I had 30 suggested names, and most of them were really good. Even though I didn't tell you the parents previously, a lot of you suggested names that had French in them in some way. So the Bouton d'Or, I think, is d'Orange, is I think it stands for orange bud or orange bloom. So some of you had the French in there in some way, and that was fine. You kind of knew that she was French, but there were a lot of them. There are a lot of names had you know, sun in them, sunrise, sunset, suncoast. A lot of them had yellow or golden or orange in them. And I had a little bit of a hard time deciding. I showed some other people the suggested names, and here are the 30 names. It's going to fill the screen and block me out, but I just wanted to put all the names out here so you could see some of them, and they were great. And so I contacted Fred, and I said, here are all the names that people came up with, because I don't know if he's ever short on names for some of his orchids, but it was just really good to get all those suggestions, and so many of them were good. I had some of my most of them were really good, and I had some of mine that were my favorites that went to the top of the list, and then I had some of those that it's like I can't do that. The one that stood out, sorry, was egg yolk, because that's what it reminded the viewer of, was the color of an egg yolk. And I guess it depends on what kind of plants those chickens are eating and how orange the yolk is going to be in that egg. Anyway, let's move on. So I contacted Fred, and I gave him all of the names, and I told him that I would register, but he decided he had fun with it. So he decided to register the plant. So I'm not sure if my name is going to be associated with the registration or Fred's name is going to be associated with the registration. But the name that I came up with, and I liked a lot of them, and I appreciate that, and I hope not to offend anyone, and I'm sorry if I didn't pick the name that you provided to me, but I want to thank Susie for providing the name that I ended up selecting. And this orchid will now be known as Sunjoy. The name just kind of made me, it made me smile. And well, a lot of the names did, but this more than others. I had a lot of names that really brought a smile to my face, but I really like the name Sunjoy. The other thing is that sometimes when you look up these names, there are some other orchids that are named that or part of that name. A lot of the ones with sun in them, there were just so many sun this and sun that. 2 words that it was that it's going to get lost. But Sunjoy, 1 word, there were none of them. So I really liked the name. It made me smile. I did a search, and there are no other orchids with that name. And so I just really liked it, and I ended up picking it. And Susie, thanks to you for that name, but thanks to everyone for all those suggested names. And there are going to be more orchids that are going to be generated down the road, and I may use some of the other names. And the reality of this is that this one, I said I wasn't really sure whether I was going to hybridize it, but I did. So I've made the first cross with this tag right here. I made the first cross of Sunjoy, I think yesterday. And so Sunjoy, if everything goes okay, is going to have lots of babies, and potentially I could use the name of one of the other name for Sunjoy's babies, but there's another flower I could make another cross, but I think first bloom, one cross is enough for that. So that's all I have for today. I just wanted to share the selection of the name with you on this, this beautiful hybrid orchid, and that's all I have. So I hope you enjoyed my video today. If you like my video and you want to keep on seeing that, would help me out if you could click on like, share, and subscribe to my channel if you're not already a subscriber. Okay, that's all I have for today. I hope you enjoyed it, and happy propagating.